Hello, hi, good evening. Welcome to the stream. My name is Garrison from Singapore, and today initially I have actually indicated my live stream to go online, to go live at about 1:45 this afternoon, but yes, something cropped up last minute, and I need to make some changes. So I'm actually doing my live stream now instead. So yeah, correct. So as usual, today is kind of like a busy day, and I need to do some firefighting. Not exactly really firefighting, but as a as a how should I put it? A figurative of speech, right? So yeah, have to do some firefighting. Have to to go to the rescue and stuff like that. So yeah, it just actually just take up bogged down a little bit of time. So yeah, I'm doing now this route. I'm actually traveling to Ang Mo Kio at the moment. So yeah, it's kind of like peak hour now. So I'm expecting probably some jams and stuff like that. So I'll try to see if I can actually go by alternative routes and to reach Ang Mo Kio. So in the meantime, I'll have you guys as my virtual passengers to keep me company. Right. So okay, just give me a moment. So there are two ways in which you can, as usual, interact with me during the live stream. One is through the chat function itself. I'm actually firing up the dashboard. So let me see. Yep, we are good. So we are in. So one is through the chat function itself. You can type in your messages. You can just feel free to type in any questions, comments, opinions, feedbacks, and what have you to the chat box. I'll try to get to them before the stream ends. And another way is via Discord, a voice channel via Discord. So if you have a Discord account, you can head over to my Twitch profile, go on the Discord, click on the link. It's an invitation link for you to join my server. So once you are in my server, you go to on air live, click on it, and turn on the microphone, join the voice channel, and you can talk to me on air live. Wait, I heard something. Never mind, it's okay. I think my Siri got activated. So, yep. So, shut up, Siri. Yep, it's you. So, yep, I've got a lot of phones. So, there's another phone. So, let me keep it one side and out of harm's way. Right. So, basically, let me see. Yes, I've talked about the two ways you can interact with me uh, on air, live. So, if you're watching this as a recorded stream, either via Twitch or via YouTube, you can also feel free to drop me any comments and feedback as well. I'll look through them and I will reply all the so-called comments or whichever thing correspondingly. That's kind of a loud motorbike. And yeah, of course, there's also other social media handles in which you can also private message me via Facebook, Twitch, what Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and so on. So yeah, but do indicate that you find me via Twitch so that I know who you are. Yeah, then I will answer them accordingly. Right. So yeah, today is it's a pretty hot and hectic day for me. So yeah, that's why I actually resort to doing this live stream in the evening. I try to avoid the CTE because yeah, it's a peak period, so I will probably go by a longer route to Ang Mo Kio. So yeah, the time now is coming close to 6 o'clock in the evening. You can see the evening sun that's actually right in front of me, overexposing my face and as usual. So yep, it's okay. I don't really bother about so much about image, and if you know exactly where I'm coming from, I'm actually more of a back end production personnel. So doing all the stuff, and this live stream is actually kind of like an accidental kind of thing. So I just continue to do it because there are people viewing, there are people enjoying it. So yeah, just continuing it, right? So yeah, so let's begin. Oh yes, I still owe you guys the topic for this week, in which I still can't think of any, and I'm not sure if anybody have actually responded yesterday on to help me out on this. What are the topics to be discussed for this week? So yeah, I haven't really checked through my social media handle. Oh yes, I've got somebody. Let's see. Hi, oh dear, I don't know how to pronounce your name. So it's Siltavori. Buy followers, primes, and viewers on. Okay, it's an advertisement, but nevertheless, it's okay, right? So no, I'm not gonna buy viewers and followers. So I want to keep it as genuine as possible. I want to keep how should I put it? Yeah. So thank you for your suggestions. But I will just do it the organic way, right? So let's continue. So for let's see, for the topic itself, I have honestly exhausted of any ideas. It's coming Tuesday already, so this is going to be like dangerous, right? Anyway, for last week, we also come out with a topic on Tuesday as well while doing the live stream. So hopefully, you guys can give me some inspiration on what to talk about for this week, right? So yeah, I'm pretty certain that today's stream is about half an hour because that's how long the driving duration would take. So in the meantime, if let's say anyone has any suggestions, feel free to let me know, right? So I'll be checking on the chat function itself. So I think this live camera chat function is not exactly working. So yeah, it's a pity. So I have to resort to use to my dashboard itself. So yeah. And I know from my screen I can actually see the sun very intense and okay, anyway, it's not exactly going to bother me much. So most important thing is I have to get this thing ongoing. Right. Alright, let's see. Uh, I think as mentioned yesterday, I don't really want to talk about the chicken issue that we're having in Singapore. Yeah, so I think that's kind of like a sensitive, not exactly sensitive, but something in which I will probably not want to touch. So I'll just give that a miss. And yeah, I really don't know what else to talk about. Yeah, pricing of the petrol increase. Yes, it's going to hit $4. So I think we've discussed about the rising cost of electricity and petrol on the previous weeks. So yeah, I've really run out of ideas to talk about. What should we talk about? Should we talk about cars? Talking about cars. Okay, I think probably I have an idea. Okay, let me lower down the volume of the background song in case I get copyright strikes. And yeah, I think probably I can talk about cars, right? So yeah, if let's say you have been following me for quite a while, you know that I don't really buy cars because from my previous experiences, because due to the high mileage that I'm driving, when I buy a car, when I sell it off, I'm actually making a huge loss, right? So with effect from the previous car that I have, I lease them on long term. So what I do is I just pay a flat fee. Um, that includes your insurance, your road tax, your servicing, your all the wear and tears and stuff like this. So I just need to pay for one price every month, and I'm good to go. I can actually drive the car with unlimited mileage. I can drive to up to Peninsular Malaysia, right? And what else? The only thing I need to pay is, of course, my fuel, my petrol, as well as my parking, and any of the summons, any of the tickets that I have. Yes, it will be all to me because I'm the driver. So yeah, it's pretty comprehensive and it's actually pretty fast free as well. So yeah, I've been having quite a good relationship with the leasing company so far. I've leased my previous car for 7 years. So for those of you who actually started to view the stream back in March, you'll notice that I'm actually driving that particular car. But yeah, this is the seventh year already. So I'm actually supposed to return the car by July this year, and then probably thinking of something else. But I think the car has developed certain issues related to probably the high mileage. I actually clocked about 200,000 kilometers in the 7 years. So in Singapore context, it's actually pretty high mileage because Singapore is so small. So yeah, that means to say almost every day I'm utilizing the car to its fullest extent. So I think the topic for this week I can probably share about is about ownership of cars. Excuse me. I think I'm like, sorry. Anyway, coming back. So we can talk about ownership of cars. Yeah, correct. It would be good to own a car, of course. It's under your name and you can actually do whatever you want and stuff like that. But if you own a car, uh, probably you're thinking of like buying it and then probably selling it. And also in a very unique situation in Singapore, in order for you to buy a car, you need to get a certificate, which is the called the Certificate of Entitlement, which is COE in short. So the prices of COE is actually pretty sky high. So for a normal car that you would get with the same amount of money um, that you are paying overseas, you can't actually get anything much. So sometimes the cost of the COE, I mean, in previous years, is even higher than the cost of the car itself. So yeah, so there's a limited quota for this COE every month. So everybody will be bidding for it. So yeah, so that roughly explains the situation of car ownership in Singapore. So yeah. So how I go into leasing is because number one, I know my mileage is very high. I need to factor in a lot of things. Like for example, if let's say I have a puncture, I need to, to replace the tires, I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to go for servicing, go to the workshop and stuff like that. So in order for leasing itself, it's actually very good in the sense that I don't really have any downtime. So meaning to say, if let's say it's scheduled for servicing for the car, I will just need to, ring up and then get the guys to come and change the car. So meaning to say, at that point in time, even the car that at least is on servicing, I have a temporary car for me to move around. And once the servicing is done, the car is swapped back. Now, if let's say you own a car, your car is undergoing servicing, you can't really get a replacement vehicle, so you need to go around on public transports and so on and so forth. So that's the benefit of leasing and car ownership. Of course, leasing wise, your monthly commitment is slightly higher. That goes without saying. If not, then the leasing company earns on what, right? So it's a premium service. Yeah, premium service comes at a cost. So during good times when things are running very well, it makes sense. When COVID strikes, I'm paying a premium for parking the car in the car park. So yeah, that's a bummer for that close to half a year or so where I totally underutilized the car. So yeah. But other than that, it really depends on your individual usage. If you are just driving for short distances, point to point B, not much usage, then probably if you buy a car, you can sell it off with a low mileage and stuff like that, then you can actually go on to another car and stuff like that. But I think that doesn't work for me in any way because I'm a very heavy user for driving. So yeah, So how should I phrase it? So how do I phrase this? But basically, this is going to be kind of like a poll whereby it's tailored to those who drive, who owns a car and stuff like that. So yeah, so I have no idea how to phrase the topic for this week if I'm actually going to talk about that for this week, right? It seems like the topic is kind of boring, so nobody's involved in the chat, or maybe it's still too early for people to join the stream. So I'll just continue to talk to myself then. So yeah, that's pertaining car ownership. And I thought of like going through this way as a detour to go to Ang Mo Kio, but unfortunately it's heavy traffic as well. So I might end up taking even longer because like after a couple of lights that turn green, I'm still along this stretch of road. So it's actually pretty heavy traffic at the moment. So anyway, no fear. I will see how to go about. Okay, right, back to our show. And yeah, I'm not too sure if let's say talking about cars is a good idea. So maybe yeah, maybe not as a topic for the week. I want it to be more general in that sense so that everybody can participate in. So what else can we talk about? Come on. If let's say you are online, if you can help me out, I would greatly appreciate, right? And if you are viewing this as a replay, you can help me if let's say at the end of this stream I still haven't come up with any topic for this week itself, right? So if we don't talk about transport, are we going to talk about housing? I don't know. It's also another very sensitive topic to touch on. Yeah, and also since it's kind of like I wouldn't say conflict of interest, but yeah, it's not so advisable for me to have this topic because I'm a real estate salesperson as well. So in any case, whatever that I may discuss, it can be viewed as a skewed so-called opinion. So maybe I'll pass for that as well. But of course, I do. Okay, just to sidetrack a bit, I'm a social media content creator, so I do have channels that actually runs for real estate news and stuff like this. So if you would like to know more, you can actually. I didn't enclose any links. You can actually PM me, or you can actually go and find out. If you recognize my logo, you can actually go and find out the channel that I actually run. It's actually pertaining more to local real estate news with only like some foreign news. But yeah, it's actually a weekly bulletin. So I will actually sieve up the news for the particular week itself. And the so-called the video will be available every Sunday 12 p.m. So if you are interested, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel on that. So if you are a subscriber, every Sunday 12 noon, you have this video that actually runs through the kind of like real estate news that is actually occurring in Singapore locally as well as overseas. But of course, the overseas component is not as much, but yeah, it's just a less than a minute kind of a video. It's just a very quick kind of like rapid fire. So you stay abreast of what are the latest developments in terms of real estate developments in Singapore, right? So the traffic is picking up. It's better now. So we are moving along. Great. So, uh, right. So we don't talk about transport. We don't talk about properties, real estate. So what else shall we talk about? Hmm. So, yeah. for those who are streaming, please don't make the same kind of mistake that I will do, like preparing for a live stream. So for yeah, it's very funny. I'm doing a live stream and yet I'm telling people not to do this on a live stream. So haha. Okay, focus back on the road. So yeah, so if you have just joined the stream, welcome to the stream. You haven't missed anything much. It's just kind of like ranting for the first maybe 10 minutes of the stream, right? So yes, if let's say you just joined the stream and if you have any fabulous ideas to contribute to, for us to discuss on, just feel free to leave your comments. Uh, let's see. Are we going to talk about movies? Like, if we talk about movies, we're going to do specific movies, and then it's kind of like quite biased. I really don't know what to talk about. Oh, I saw something that interests me, and I think maybe I can talk about that. Cyclists on the road in Singapore. Yeah, maybe we can do that. Yeah, thanks to the cyclist who's cycling on the road just now. He just gave me an idea. So generally, are you? I mean, that's more for local, or maybe not. If let's say you're from overseas, you can also participate in that as well. So yeah, maybe I just make it very general. So like for example, for motorists, generally, are you able to accept um, cyclists sharing the same piece of tarmac as you? Yes, no, or neutral? Yes, that's going to be the topic for this week. Right, we've got it. So we spend some time driving along, brainstorming. Not exactly brainstorming. I think I'm actually talking to myself most of the time to come up with this. But yeah. Anyway, I have to thank you guys. Thank you guys for hanging around. Especially if let's say you're watching this as a repeated stream, as a recorded stream. Yeah. Thank you so much for tuning in and listening to this old man blabbering to himself. It's only because I couldn't find any audience. Or maybe they are. I haven't really checked the dashboard yet because there's no traffic lights here at the moment. But yeah, just bear with me for a while. Yeah, great. So, I would probably need to keep left. Okay, so yeah, for those of you who just joined in the stream, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I see people joining in and then leaving as well. So I'm sorry if this stream is actually it's kind of like boring to you. My apologies for wasting your time. But yeah, if you do find this stream boring, I mean, by all means, please, it's okay. There's no need to hang on because I know that I don't really have any. Generally, I don't have any um, content for it. So yeah, my apologies. And let's see, am I going this way? Yes, I'm going this way. I need to keep left. Okay, I'm going down. I'm going off the flyover and back to the normal signalized junctions again. Oops, it's green. Oops. Amber and red. Right. So just give me a moment. Bear with me for a while if you're online and if I haven't read your message. Right. And the answer is there's no message. Good. So, yeah, welcome to my talk show where I talk to myself and I answer my own question myself. Clown. Okay, let's see. So, we have got our topic for this week. It is about cyclists on the same piece of tarmac as motorists. So, if you are driving, so this is going to be very interesting for you. So, generally, are you okay with cyclists sharing the same piece of tarmac as you? Generally, yes, no, or yeah, neutral. Yeah. I mean, most of the time, if they are law abiding, they are okay. I mean, generally, it's kind of like peaceful for everyone. But if let's say you have got cyclists that actually rides in a way that they think they own the road, then probably motorists will have something to say because they actually paid for road tax to use the road, and cyclists doesn't, and they cycle as if like they own the entire piece of road. Then it's going to get pretty annoying. So I fully understand because I'm a motorist myself. On the other hand, there are also good cyclists that is law abiding, that they cycle and they observe all the rules. So I do welcome them. And anyway, I think for the greater good for the environment, cycling is much better than driving. But having said that, if you are going to cycle from one end of the country to the other end, it's going to break your leg. So it really, really depends on the situation and scenario, I suppose. Yeah. And yeah, yeah, that's about it. So are there anything else that you guys want to talk about? Just feel free to chime in. Right, it's another red light, so we will settle down and see how does the discussion goes. Right. Okay, great. Nothing yet. So right, so just continue. Well, I thought most of the time last time evening shows are better, but I think because now it's school holidays, summer holidays for the people in the States, like yeah, I miss you, Schwartz, and also can't remember what's the name. Uh yeah, and also quite a few viewers previously, and it's okay. We'll just continue and we'll see how things will progress from here. Right. For those who just joined the stream, welcome to the stream. There's two ways in which you can communicate with us. One is via the chat box itself, the chat function. Just type in your questions, your feedbacks, and whatsoever, and I will try to reply you as soon as I can. The other way is, of course, you can actually use the voice channel function on my Discord server. So you can just join my server and then turn on the microphone, join the voice channel, and we can talk to each other on air, live, right? So I think yesterday someone tried to use the Discord, but it didn't work out well. So I'm not too sure what's going on. So if anyone would like to try it out, feel free to do so, right? Because I'm caught in the traffic anyway, so I've got plenty of time to test the toys that we have, right? So, hmm. Oh yeah, correct. I forgot to mention. So if you want to join my Discord server, the link is on my Twitch profile, so feel free to do so. And if you are watching this as a recorded video on either Twitch or YouTube, feel free to comment as well. Or alternatively, if you want to private message me on my social media handle like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and stuff like this, feel free to do so. But please do indicate you find me via Twitch so that I know that you are a Twitch viewer, so we can actually continue from there. Great. So moving on. So are we going to talk about the topic that we have for this week? Yeah, I haven't added that into my Discord as well. Oh yeah, so for the Discord, apart from the live stream voice channel that we have, there's also a text channel. You can actually you can actually browse through my server. It's very messy now, of course, I know. Because previously it's been used for something else. Right now, um, I'm trying to probably clean it up and then rework on it. So you can just go over to social media, expand on it, and then look out for Twitch. So whatever that we have in this live stream will correspond to the text channel over there. So I have yet to upload this week's topic, right? Because we just came up with the topic, like say not too long ago. So I will add the topic in later today, right? So then you guys can actually vote on it, and we'll see how it goes. So apart from the poll itself, where you can actually vote your answers, if you want to further elaborate on it, you can create a thread, not a threat. Yeah, that's right. We can actually create a thread and then we can actually talk about it. We can actually have a discussion and we can, so we can actually discuss more on the thread itself. So it's just like a forum where, there's exchanges of ideas and opinions and stuff like that. But uh, please maintain it as a very harmonious and peaceful place. Try not to verbal attack or whatsoever thing. I mean, everybody's grown up now, so I'm not expecting that to happen. But if let's say things gets a bit out of hand, then probably we'll take some action. But anyway, I think the community is still very small. I don't really have a lot of followers for this live stream, so yeah. So we will just keep things simple, keep things small, and we can actually, we can talk more and entertain ourselves, right? Great. So, another stationery. So let me see. Nope, no one on the chat itself, and we are like half an hour into the stream. Okay, so let's continue. Right. Mm, what else can we talk about? Yeah, really run out of things to mention. Okay, let me think of the past messages that I've received. I think I've answered most of them. This logo is my company. It's my company logo. It's my business logo. So yeah, I think this logo and myself, this logo and this face can be used interchangeably, right? And what else? You see me always wearing this. Yeah, I have this. I have plenty of this shirt. I've been wearing this for a couple of years already. So apart from black, it's also available in white. Boring, right? Black and white, right? Good. And what else? What other things that I can recall from the messages? Uh, Talking about my work, I think I've actually mentioned about what I'm working as already. And yeah, what other things? Honestly speaking, I can't remember anything much, but yeah. And oh yes, another thing, I'm not very young. I'm not very old either. So, but definitely from impression and stuff like this, I may look young, but I'm not young. So yeah, that's the thing I want to mention. Yeah. So my age starts with the number 4. So I'm already in my 40s already. So yeah. And what else? Oh, hey, hang on a minute. Let me see. Am I going to the right place? Yes, I am. Correct. For a moment, I doubted myself. Actually, I could have gone the other way, but never mind. It's okay. I'll turn here and turn again later. So, yep, nothing on the chat itself. So, probably for the next maybe 10 minutes, if let's say there's nothing on, then probably I will just end the stream, right? And yeah, as usual, I think most of the events will happen post live stream. Yeah. We'll see how it goes. Righty, righty. Okay, here we go. Let me see. What else are we going to? Yeah, basically there's nothing much from my side. Uh, yeah, the most valuable takeaway is if you're doing a live stream, please prepare for a live stream. Please don't be like me where yeah, not prepared for live stream and then just try to hang out and hang dry while doing a live stream. So there's something not to do. So to my clients who are actually still watching, if you are, right? And then when are you starting your live stream? Mm, I've already done my live stream for Twitch like almost every day since March, and have you decided to pick up any live stream for your page? Anyway, this is only for my clients if they are still watching. So yeah. So for those who don't understand this part, yes, this is where the entire this live stream comes about. I'm actually just doing a demo, but if let's say you really want to find out the real reason, I would recommend you to watch from my YouTube site where I have got my explanation on what I do and how this channel comes about and everything on the 1st of May show. 1st of May stream, not show. Yeah, I don't produce show, it's just a stream. Right, so I'm quite near to my place already, 6:30, just in time for what I need to do. So, yep, let me go through another series of likes, and if let's say there's nothing on, then I will end the stream as of now. If you just give me a moment, just want to check through to make sure that I didn't miss out any messages. We talk about cyclists, and we have one cyclist over here, safely passed. Okay, great. I'm at the likes. So let me do one last check before I end off and queue off the stream. Nope, there's nothing on the chat itself. I don't hear anyone from Discord. So okay, great. So I thank you for joining in the stream. It has been a good 40 minutes, and yep. So decided on the topic for the week itself already. So and if let's say you have any suggestions, feedbacks and stuff like this, feel free to let me know. And excuse me, burped again. Right. So let me see. Yeah, I think that's about it from me for today. And tomorrow, I'm not too sure. I'll be able to stream tomorrow as well. But if let's say if you would like to know, just check out on my Discord server. I will just leave it as a event. So I've got the timing and everything for my next stream. So with that, I think yeah, I'm good for today. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you the next time I come online. Right. Bye.